Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. We are currently halfway through 2023, and I think this is a great opportunity to revisit how we're doing on our goals for this year. I've definitely had some successes in the last 6 months, but there are still some habits in my life that I want to create that would help me feel more successful and reach my goals. I've read a lot of books on habits, but by far my favorite is Atomic Habits by James Clear. So in this video, I'm going to highlight 8 main lessons from the book Atomic Habits that we can use to build lasting habits that stick. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm Sara Stilleke. I'm a scientist, and my channel is all about how to level up to become more productive and successful. So if that's something you're looking for, please subscribe to my channel. I release new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Lesson number 1 is to start with small atomic habits. Break down your desired habit into the smallest possible actions. For example, if you want to read more, start with reading just 1 page a day. If you set a huge goal of reading 1 book per week, when you currently read 1 book per month, you are likely to become overwhelmed and fail. But by breaking the habit into smaller habits, they will be easier to do consistently. Lesson number 2 is to make the habit obvious. Create obvious cues that remind you to perform the habit. For example, if you want to exercise in the morning, lay out your workout clothes the night before. The more visible the cue, the more likely you are to follow through. Another thing I do to make my habits obvious is to put them in my calendar. If I block out 1 hour in my calendar during the day for a workout, I'm much more likely to actually get it done. Lesson number 3 is to make the habit attractive. Associate positive feelings with the habit to make it more appealing. This is also known as temptation bundling. You can pair the habit with something more enjoyable, like listening to your favorite podcast while exercising. The more attractive the habit, the more motivated you'll be to actually stick to it. Lesson number 4 is to make the habit easy. Remove any barriers or friction that may prevent you from completing the habit. For example, if you want to eat healthier, keep healthy snacks readily available and remove unhealthy options from your pantry. Make it easy to say yes to the habit. Another thing that I do to make the habit of eating healthy easier is to use Instacart or a similar grocery delivery service to make sure that I always have a kitchen stocked full of healthy foods. As an added benefit, this prevents me from making unhealthy impulse buys at the grocery store. Lesson number 5 is to make the habit satisfying. Create a sense of immediate reward or satisfaction when you complete the habit. Celebrate small wins along the way to help reinforce the behavior. This satisfaction helps to reinforce the habit loop in your brain. It can be tempting to only celebrate big wins or milestones, but you will need more consistent encouragement than that on a short-term basis. As an example, instead of only celebrating a big weight loss milestone when you lose 10 pounds, acknowledge yourself for getting in 10,000 steps every day this week by buying a new book or making yourself a nice dinner or doing something else that you enjoy. Lesson number 6 is to use habit stacking. Attach the new habit to an existing habit that you already perform consistently. For example, if you want to floss your teeth regularly, do it immediately after brushing. By piggybacking off an existing habit, you increase the chances of the new habit sticking. I did this when I started my Invisalign treatment. At first, it was so hard to remember to brush my Invisalign retainers every day, which I know is super gross. I ended up bringing them into the shower with me and brushing them there, and thus adding that to my regular existing shower routine, and it worked great. Lesson number 7 is to track your progress. Keep a record of your habit streaks, or use a habit tracking app to visually see your progress. This creates a sense of accountability and helps you stay motivated. I personally use a free app called Habit List. This app lets you create habits and set how often you want to accomplish the associated action each week. Then whenever you do the action, you get to check the habit off for the day and keep track of how long your streak is. To date, my best streak right now is that I've completed a Duolingo French lesson every day for 677 days. That is almost 2 years. And lesson number 8 is to stay consistent. Consistency is at the core of habits. Focus on showing up and performing the habit consistently, even if it's in a small way. Building habits is all about repetition and consistency over time. Aim for habits, not perfection. Aim for progress, not perfection. In Atomic Habits, James Clear suggests focusing on improving by just 1% every day. By doing this, we will enjoy the compounding interest effect of habits and can improve a skill or action by up to 37 times by the end of 1 year. And these are my top 8 lessons and takeaways from Atomic Habits. Small changes compounded over time can lead to significant results. So if you're anything like me and you still have things you want to achieve in the next 6 months of 2023, you can apply these things to form a consistent new habit. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel so I can make more content like this. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.